Why do companies decide to use the MTM software TiCon? Karl-Heinz Steindl, production manager at Dresden System Electronics, had 4 arguments for those attending the TiCon Users and Administrators meeting in 2010 in Dresden. The way the application functions, the expertise involved in implementing it, the stable business operations of the business partners, and the sense of confidence for future developments. The Austrian company had already been the pilot customer for one MTM software solution and was very satisfied with the results. So it seemed logical for it to act as the force behind TiCon in SAP, the latest project from the Dresden Software Center. Dresden CEO Harold Hofmann is hoping for a great deal from the complete integration of TiCon in SAP and the rollout in September later this year. It is particularly important for him to be able to guarantee unified quality standards at all the company's production sites. We not only supply goods to small and medium-sized enterprises, but many large corporations too. And you know that auditing is very important nowadays, i.e. we are audited by corporations in Austria, in the Czech Republic and in China. So it's essential that the companies and the quality managers and the purchasers see that we're working with one basic system within a company at the different factories, even in very different languages. I.e., there's also a unified language in use between the factories, including sales and project planning and even the complete calculation work. Everything has one basic footing. The motive for further developing TiCon was the request from corporations to further reduce the number of interfaces to their own operating system. MTM has more than met the requirement with the new software, which integrates the TiCon data in SAP without the need for any interfaces. Software Center head Manfred Leyer describes the benefit for users. You no longer have to work in 2 different systems, in SAP and in TiCon. You always have the same user interface. That's a major advantage when using software every day. The workshop covering the range of benefits available with TiCon in SAP was useful to allay any doubts about the system change. The data from TiCon 2 and TiCon 3 can be taken over without any problems. We've already tested this with fairly large amounts of data too, and didn't have any problems. So any user who switches to TiCon for SAP can rely on the fact that the data he'd like to have with him will be transferred too. Another subject at the user meeting was the use of the TiCon cycle module for cycle time management on assembly lines. The participants at the workshop discussed these functions and other requirements for classifying work content if there is a high level of product variety and different quantities are involved. Work plans and analyses at the push of a button, that is the dream of any planner. At Airbus operations in Hamburg, they have developed their own software to generate work plans automatically, in conjunction with MTM. Werner Rosenbohm, who introduced the Abgehen database, is more than happy with the software support. We've been using TiCon for a very long time productively in all our departments in Germany since 1999, including the previous model, Anna-Siebe Data, what's now TiCon in SAP. We're just rolling this out in France and Spain, and will soon do so in England, so that there'll be computable processes for the relevant tasks and work plans across Airbus. The MTM process language and the IT solution do not just play a role in generating automatic work plans at Airbus. We use TiCon all over the factory in Hamburg for all the models, even the A380, and for all the production processes, both the structural assembly work and the equipment assembly, and even the final production line for fittings and paint work. The Software Center in Dresden will in future be directed by specific needs at corporations when introducing new products or developing existing ones, and by ideas generated by the exchange of experiences at events like the users' meeting.